Monaco always needs to be taken off the calendar. Can't overtake on there. Last 30 minutes of the race is how it normally is. Dude, Monaco is so much more. It's all about the strategy and the qualifying. I don't know. It's a true chess match. I see both sides of it, right? From the spectator perspective of being new to watching this to a degree, I do think Monaco is kind of like it was watching it. It's kind of like just waiting to see if somebody crashes to see if there's an overtake. But I thought it was really exciting to see. Like, here's the thing. I actually still, even watching it, I still didn't completely follow the pit windows that they went in for, because I know Leclerc got stuck in the going into the pit. It was like, come in, and then it was like, no, stay out. But then it was too late, and I think that was what delayed him, right? So then when he came out, and then on top of that, the blue flag that wasn't acknowledged is what set him behind the other Ferrari, behind just enough time to where when the other one came out of the pit, it came in. It's just so claustrophobic. Like, there is a sense of fun about that, in that there is a sense of challenge. I actually equate it, if you guys played in the Elden Ring boss, the weather screwed it. I mean, the weather's a whole nother factor of it as well. That's true. But if you guys remember the Elden Ring boss that was at the bottom of one of the first castles, there's this giant boss that was underground, and it was this giant worm type thing that was in this tiny little claustrophobic area. And the camera kept clipping into the wall as you're fighting this Elden Ring boss, and you're clipping into the actual boss. And it's just not, to me, that is just not a fun experience. Going into that boss is like, yes, it does add a layer of challenge because you're in this claustrophobic, annoying thing. But to me, it's more annoying than it is fun. Yes, it does add a layer of challenge and like difficulty to it, but to me, it's not a fun layer of challenge. And that's how I'm kind of looking at this perspective of the Monaco race. Now, actually watching it and seeing some of it, and obviously racing on the track in the F1 game as well. It's like, it's more of an annoyance and a challenge, but it feels like for almost the wrong reason. But that's, again, as a new spectator, right? I think if you've been watching this for a really long time, you see the chess match, you see the strategy, and you see where this is developed over all of this time and all of these races, where the history and what it means to all of these racers and people from the past. And, I'm sure these racers grow up with their dad talking about the Monaco, or their grandfather, or whatever, talking about the Monaco Grand Prix, and it's, that by itself probably has a sense of specialness to it. Even like looking at Perez and his reaction to the win, it's like it just means a lot to a lot of these racers in a lot of ways. So I can see both sides of it for what it is, but I do think, like, I would rather see a track like the Texas track raced out, even racing on that track. It's more of like technical difficulty, and you can still be going full throttle, full speed for a lot of it. That felt a lot more fun. That's a lot more fun for me as a spectator, whereas this is just the claustrophobicness of it, and how, like, just how tight everything is for the sense of just trying to race there. It wasn't as fun for me as a spectator, but I think it's still a fun watch, though, and I understand where a lot of it comes from, I guess. Does that make sense? In the back day, Monaco was insanely awesome. Well, they were also going a lot slower, and the cars were different for some of those, too. I even watched this video that was going around the track, and this guy raced in old cars, in, like, the old cars that, like, the fastest lap he could put down, I think, was, like, a 130 or something. Dude, I saw one clip so close to hitting the wall. It's just, like, to me, the qualifying is a lot more interesting than even the race. Because even when I was racing it, if you get stuck in the back of the pack, a lot of times, like, it's to the point of the comment earlier, like, there's no overtake potential. Although Gasly's overtake, that was ballsy off that. I don't remember. It was like I think it was in Sector 2 or just before Sector 3. That was such a ballsy overtake. I think he had the different tires on already, though, so he could get past. But it's like, it's that left turn after going through the tunnel, because I raced that a lot, going through the track myself, and that's hard to get.
What a beautiful day in
There's no DRS there either. He just literally he took the inside on that turn and just got it right before the double chicane or whatever, the turns by the pool or whatever there. That was ballsy, bro. That was ballsy. I was impressed with Gasly's driving on that for sure. It was Mick Schumacher. I think you're right. I think it was Mick Schumacher on that inside turn. I don't remember which turn it even was, but it was a clip that was like, he was so close to hitting the wall. It was bad.